Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time. I'm going to do our college football picks and predictions. The game that we're going to be focusing on today is the Miami Hurricanes versus the Florida State Seminoles matchup we have coming up for week 6 of the 2025 college football season. We're going to break this game down, look at both teams, the rosters, the coaching, the offenses, the defenses, and try to predict the outcome, the winner, the loser, and the final score. We'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. Before we get started on this game, this is a massive rivalry game, and for some reason, guys, I think it is going to be very close. It's going to be physical. Both these teams want to win this game. Florida State coming off the loss. Miami rolling right now, but with the bye week, there's so much up for grabs. The leader for the state of Florida potentially up for grabs here. First things first, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know what your thoughts on this game are. Who do you think is going to win this matchup? This is one of the best rivalry games in college football. This is one of the best games of this week. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. So it's all going to be happening 7:30 p.m. this Saturday, October 4th on ABC. Undefeated Miami, 4-0, moving down one spot on the bye. I don't have any issue with that. The Ducks, great win versus Penn State. So Miami just drops one down. Doesn't really matter. You're still in the top 3. You are perfectly situated going forward. They're on the road versus one of their arch rivals, their in-state rival, number 18, Florida State, 3-1. I was really disappointed, honestly, that Florida State lost last week because I wanted this game to have even more build-up to it. Think of it like this. 2 potential top 6, top 5 Florida teams facing off for the leader in the ACC, for a potential leader to make the playoffs, but with them competing for the national championship. This game is already big right now, let alone if they were both undefeated. It would have been so cool for us purist college football fans. Didn't happen. Florida State, they got upset. They put up a massive fight, but they were not prepared for that game, especially on the defensive side. Some might say they got caught looking at that game. Some might say that they got exposed. We don't really know. The season is still completely young for both of these teams. But the jury's still out on everyone right now. It's only week 6. A lot can change. Just think about last season. A lot of the top teams, a lot of teams that were competing for national titles fell off as the season progressed along. That can happen to both these squads, or they could both continue to roll, setting themselves up potentially for a rematch in the ACC Championship game. That would be fun, even more build-up. I love watching Miami, Florida State. This is a historic college football purist rivalry game. The wide rights, the wide lefts. Crazy things happen. Right now, Miami 65.3% chance to win this one. Florida State 34.7%. It's going to be closer than that. I honestly think this is a lot closer to a true 50-50 pick-up matchup. It's a rivalry game. Take the records, throw them out the window. They mean nothing in these atmospheres. Miami on the road here in Tallahassee. 5.5-point favorites. 54.5 over-under. The Hurricanes minus 222. The Seminoles plus 182. Right now, when you look at this team, Carson Beck transferring over from Georgia, they have the veteran, experienced quarterback. He's been around. He's been in the most hostile atmospheres in college football. He's coming from the SEC. He's played everywhere. He's played versus Texas. He's played versus Florida, LSU, Ole Miss. He's been to all these big stages, and he has succeeded. Only 3 losses is in his entire college football career. He has 1,000 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. I would not say not the best performance that Florida game. Florida, they do have a very good defense. Their offense is a complete joke, but guys, they do play good defense. Carson Beck, overall this season, he's in the 80s for his completion percentage. He's playing efficient. Just don't force anything. You have a great offensive line. Some might say the best offensive line in college football. If you don't want to say that, you will at least agree that it is top 5 right now. They're going to buy in the time. They're going to get push on the offensive line. They're going to be able to run the ball, but this Florida State defense is pretty good. But not if you watch that Virginia game last week. Virginia moving the ball as much as they wanted through the air, on the ground and pounding, going vertical, using the play action. I will say this, though, Carson Beck with that offensive line, he will have time here. Might be forced, but he has a run game to back him up. He has a very deep running back room. He has a great tight end room. He has a good young wide receiver room. The wide receiver room, it's got some veterans, got some young guys, perfect mix. Looking at the overall team, Carson Beck, the vet at the quarterback position. The running back room, it's 3 deep. Jordan Lyle, Brown, Mark Fletcher. For tight ends, Lofton, Gilbert, and how about this wide receiver room? C.J. Daniels, the one-handed catches. This guy is amazing. He's making NFL caliber catches out there. Keelan Marion, the great return specialist. How about Malachi Toney in the slot? The guy just turned 18 2 weeks ago. He's amazing. He's fast, perfect hands. Josiah Trader fully healthy right now. Moore stepped up big the last game. Ray Joseph, Robinson, Tony Johnson had a great game last game. There's so many weapons on this team. And the defense. We all know Ruben Bain Jr. might be the best defensive player in the nation. He's going to be getting after it. He has Mesidor, Blay, Moten, a great completely revamped secondary. This team is getting after it, and they are loaded with stars. It's not just the offense this year. That's what separates this team from last year's team is they're playing good, aggressive downhill defense, completely causing havoc in the backfield, sacks, tackles for a loss, quarterback pressures. Their goal here, force Thomas Castellanos into third and long situations, take away the run game, force him to beat you vertically with his arm. That might be easier said than done, though, but they've been able to do it versus everyone they've played. Thomas Castellanos getting the nod for Florida State. Miami very familiar with him from his time with Boston College. He's having a great season this year. He looks like a completely different player than the one that was with Boston College. 900 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. I don't like the turnovers, but he is a true dual threat quarterback. He's a 50-50 guy. He will run as much as he will throw. They have Sawchuk. They have Robinson Jr. Very talented team at the wide receiver position. Deuce Robinson, Boggs, Squirrel White coming over from Tennessee. Not a name that you've heard that much this season. This guy was a game changer in the slot position with the Volunteers. Florida State must find a way to mimic that. Mike Norvell, they had 2 wins last year. They've completely rebounded. They've already surpassed their win total from last season. Right now, 3-1. Only that upset by Virginia, or they would be undefeated here. Right next to Miami, this game would be so fun. But props to them for rebounding. Gus Malzahn calling plays, one of the best offensive minds of the last 2 decades. He's been on the big stage before. He's been in the big games. He's going to have a very good game plan worked up here. But Heatherman, the new DC for Miami, that guy, that defense is aggressive. They are disciplined. What I really love is they get helmets to the ball. Whenever someone catches the ball, they get flooded by Miami jerseys. They're quick, and the speed from sideline to sideline is great. Miami right now, 36.8 points a game, throwing for 270, running for 176.8, only giving up 11.5 points per game. They were giving up in the 30s in ACC play last year. A totally, completely different defense. Season's still young, but so far right now, props to Mario Cristobal. He might have hit the jackpot with the DC hire. They're only giving up 168.3 through the air. Last year, they were getting torched to the secondary. They've had a pretty difficult opening to the season, one of the more difficult ones in the nation. Secondary has held up the entire time, and they're giving up 76.3 on the ground. They have yet to give up 100 yards rushing, even though they face Notre Dame, Florida, teams that love to run the ball. Nobody is able to run on Miami and Ruben Bain so far. Florida State does run a lot. Maybe they'll be the first one. Florida State, 53 points a game, throwing for 263.8, running for 336.3 yards per game. That's a top 5 rushing attack in the entire country versus a top 10 rushing defense. It is straight up talent versus talent, strength versus strength. Who's going to own the line of scrimmage? Who's going to own the trenches? Sometimes football gets complicated. Sometimes it's just so simple. Control the line of scrimmage. That's what's going to make the difference here. They're giving up 19 a game, 184.5 through the air, 111.5 on the ground. When I look at this matchup, this is a very difficult game to call. I do think it is very close with 50-50. Take the records, throw them out the window. I think Miami's going to walk away with the win, guys. I think it's going to be a close one here. This game may go back and forth the first 2 quarters. I think the depth of Miami, the familiarity on the defensive side, Ruben Bain, Mesidor, and the revamped secondary, that makes the difference. Miami avoids the upset. They continue their trajectory towards the ACC Championship, but that doesn't mean these teams won't be rematching later on this season. That'd be a fun thing to watch. Give me the Hurricanes winning this one 30-24. I do have them covering that spread, and I'm going to go with the under just ever so slightly. Guys, that's our breakdown of the Hurricanes versus Florida State game. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts on these matches? Who do you think is going to win it? Make sure to let me know in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there. I would appreciate it. Of course, as always, thank you for watching.